Joining me now is retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonel Daniel Davis, host of the Daniel Davis Deep Dive on YouTube. Colonel, thanks for being here. Is the response in your mind, has it been commensurate to maintain the status quo, or will it actually send a signal to Iran?
Well, there's two separate issues at place here. Anytime you have American troops deployed anywhere and they're attacked, it's a 100% guaranteed requirement that we strike back against whoever did it in a way that is actually stronger than what they did to actually provide a deterrent. So in this particular case, I don't think that that was the case. We hit a couple of buildings of ammo depots to so-called send a message, but then you saw hours later, then here's another attack on the troops in Iraq, our troops in Iraq. But the second issue is, why are those troops there anyway? Because they're not providing any benefit to our country, haven't for years. And in fact, when President Trump in 2019 said he wanted to get the troops out of there, I wholeheartedly endorsed him on Fox News here, actually. And but there was men in the Pentagon and elsewhere in Trump's administration that thwarted him and didn't let him go. Now, if he had succeeded, then there would be no points of vulnerability for us. I don't care how much Iran or their subsidiaries may want to attack troops, that they wouldn't have access to us. So we would be at a lot lower threshold for potentially being drawn into a regional war. As it is, we have those troops that are there in both Syria and Iraq, and they're points of vulnerability for us. And it's ironic that our troops, who were supposed to protect our interests, now we have to send more additional force there to protect the troops. And all this just puts us at increased risk. And I think the administration needs to lower our risk, not escalate it.
Colonel, it's a fair point. Let's stick with as is right now, because there are reports we're getting that Hamas was surprised by the level of support that America has given Israel. They discounted the extent of that support. Would it surprise you that Hamas miscalculated that they thought they would drive a wedge between Israel and America?
Well, I certainly hope that they miscalculated, because, I mean, we have two carrier strike groups on the way in that region. And man, what the best case scenario for us would be is if they stay out, if they don't open a second front. This skirmishing going on there that Harrigan talked about a second ago, that's something that everybody can handle. But here's the important thing. Even if Hezbollah does open a second front, it's important that we know that's not a trigger for America to get into the war. Israel is strong enough and can defend themselves. They fought a two-front war before. They're equipped for it. We've been supporting them with $3.8 billion for years. Their military can handle it. We need to keep supporting them, but that does not need to draw us into a war. I think that's what some in the Middle East want.
Colonel, you made I call that a fair point, and you're right, that if the troops weren't there, they wouldn't be the targets accelerating this cycle in the first place. But were we to remove them now, would it send the wrong signal?
Yeah, that's a fair question. It would be characterized in the region as, oh, we forced them out. And you can't stop that. That's definitely going to happen. However, we have to make the wise choice. If we say, oh, they might say something bad, so we're going to leave them there, and then if Americans are subsequently killed because we wouldn't bring them out, how's that helping anybody? Because now then we have to respond even stronger, and there'll be a lot of pressure for him to Biden to strike Iran, because that's ultimately where their support is coming from. And then we could actually spawn a war. So the stakes are so high, we have to do what's wise, not just what's emotionally satisfying.
Yeah, I wish wisdom was driving our strategy right now at 1600 Pennsylvania. That doesn't seem to be the case. Colonel, thank you for your time.